Welcome to another episode of the multiverse of making money online. Subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest uploads. Just a note here, please keep in mind that we are not certified financial advisors. We simply provide information and educational videos. Please do your due diligence when investing. Okay, let's get into today's video. Getting out of debt isn't easy. Sometimes it takes all you have to keep up with monthly bills and save for a rainy day. But if you only make the minimum payments to your creditors, you risk getting trapped in debt, and it could take several months or years to dig yourself out of the hole. The right strategy for you depends on your unique situation and financial goals. If you're ready to get out of debt, start with the following steps. Number 1, pay more than the minimum payment. Go through your budget and decide how much extra you can put toward your debt. Paying more than the minimum will save you money on interest and help you get out of debt faster. Let's say you have a $15,000 balance on a credit card with 17% APR and a $450 minimum payment. Well, if you only make the minimum payment, it will take almost 4 years to repay the balance. You'll pay about $5,500 in total interest. If you paid $550 a month, or $100 more than the minimum, you could repay the debt in less than 3 years and pay only $4,100 in total interest. To learn more, try using a credit card payoff calculator. Why this works: paying more than the minimum helps reduce the principal balance on your credit cards faster. How to start: schedule the extra payment before the due date in the current billing cycle. It can also be added to the monthly minimum payment. Number 2, try the debt snowball. If you're paying more than the minimum payment, you can also try the debt snowball method for debt reduction. This debt repayment method asks you to make the minimum payment on all your debts except for the smallest one, which you'll pay as much as you can. By snowballing payments towards your smallest debt, you'll eliminate it quickly and move on to the next smallest debt while paying minimum payments on the rest. Let's say you have a $5,000 credit card balance, a $1,000 auto loan, and $10,000 in student loans. With the debt snowball method, you would focus on paying off the auto loan first because it has the lowest total balance. The debt snowball method can help motivate you to focus on one debt at a time instead of multiple, helping you build momentum and stay on track. You should only disregard the debt snowball method as an option if you have a payday loan or a title loan. These loans usually have much higher interest rates, between 300% to 400% APR on average, and should be paid off as soon as possible. Why this works: you'll see progress quickly when implementing the debt snowball method, motivating you to keep going. How to start: list your outstanding debt balances and arrange them from the smallest to the highest balance. Continue to pay the minimum on all your debts and allocate any extra funds to the debt with the lowest balance until it's paid in full. Repeat this process with the next smallest debt on the list. Number 3, refinance debt. Refinancing debt to a lower interest rate can save you hundreds in interest and help you repay debt faster. You can refinance mortgages, auto loans, personal loans, and student loans. So one way to do this is through a debt consolidation loan, a personal loan that may come with lower interest rates than your existing debts. You may also consider transferring the debt to a balance transfer card if you have credit card debt. These cards have 0% APR for a specific time frame, usually between 6 to 18 months. Why this works: refinancing can get you a lower interest rate, predictable monthly payment, and set loan term, helping you to get to the finish line faster. How to start: research debt consolidation options to determine which are best. If you decide on a debt consolidation loan, get pre-approved to find the best rate. If a balance transfer card is your pick, be sure you can afford to pay the balance in full before the promotional period ends. Number 4, commit windfalls to debt. When you get a tax refund or stimulus check, add the money to your loans. Instead of saving it in your bank account or splurging on yourself, you can decide to commit the entire windfall or split it 50-50 between debt and something fun like a future vacation or expensive dinner. Other expected windfalls, like inheritances, work bonuses, and cash gifts, can also be used to pay down debts faster. Remember, every little bit helps when working towards your debt payoff goals. Why this works: putting financial windfalls to good use helps build momentum when paying off debt. How to start: decide how you'll allocate the funds and apply the amount you choose to your debt balances promptly to avoid the temptation to overspend. Number 5, re-examine your budget. There are two ways to pay off your debts faster: earn more or spend less. It may not be feasible to pick up a part-time job or side hustle, but you can adjust your budget. Start by looking at each item in your spending plan and arranging them based on their level of importance. Classify each line item as a need or want, highlighting expenses that can be reduced or eliminated. Make the necessary adjustments to your budget and use the freed money to pay extra on your monthly debts. Why this works: you can make short-term financial sacrifices to free up funds that can be used to pay down your balances faster. How to start: assess your spending plan to determine where you can make cuts. Move these funds to your debt payoff fund in your spending plan and use them to make extra payments on your debts each month. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed it and you found it interesting, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.